The thumbs up and looks you get in this thing. I might as well be driving a Bugatti. Hi.
We're getting it too.
Oh, congrats.
It looks awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks. Okay, so we're gonna go drive the Cybertruck. I'm purely interested. I'm actually really interested to see how this drive-by-wire system goes, which is a steering system that doesn't use a steering column. So basically, depending on my speed, the input from the steering wheel is dramatically changed on how much it needs to go left or right to achieve a turning radius. Also, the Cybertruck has rear wheel steering. I will say this, just pulling out of the shop, that feels pretty weird. Oh man. Now we're blocked in by a tow truck. So maybe I'll just go this way. I mean, it feels very much like a Tesla though. Like, I mean, it's like I have a Model X and this seems very familiar. I actually can see my rear wheels turning when I do this in my mirror. Let's ignore the loud noise this car's making. I really like the front view camera. It's pretty cool. Am I gonna fit? Oh.
There's a lot of people looking.
Everybody looking.
Everyone's looking.
So the tonneau cover is closed, so I have my rearview mirror right here. The steering wheel feels pretty small. It's also super sensitive, which doesn't go well for my ADHD because I'm gonna seem like I'm jerking the wheel a lot. I'm just hyper and fidgety. The drive-by-wire system, if you don't know what that is, it's actually, the steering wheel isn't connected to anything except a motor that's just there to give me feedback. And then it has an angle sensor that talks to another angle sensor that's connected to a much more powerful motor that steers the wheels. So they call it, I didn't actually understand why they call it drive-by-wire, because it's, maybe there's a wire connected between the two sensors, but there's no traditional steering shaft. I said shaft. There's no traditional steering shaft that goes all the way down. So the faster I go, the less input I need to get the car to do a turn. So like in a parking lot, it actually uses what you would probably consider a normal amount of input to get the car to do like a U-turn. Out the Cybertruck, so I didn't slow down for that railroad tracks, and I didn't feel much. It's definitely much smoother than I expected it to be. With the big tires on this car, I actually thought it would be very loud in here. I didn't think the ride would be that smooth, but so far it feels very smooth. Even driving over the railroad tracks, I didn't feel much. It's very roomy in here, I will say that. This is a huge car. And the people looking when you drive by, this guy just drove by in his Audi, was like, oh my god.
That guy put his hand up. That Model Y just passed by, his hand was up.
The Tesla nod.
Yeah.
I remember when Teslas were new, when you would see people in other Teslas, they would all give you the nod. Like, hey, Tesla guy, Tesla guy. Now they're so common.
I had the Prius nod.
You had the Prius nod?
Yeah, I had a Prius and people nod at me when I had a Prius.
Really?
You're like, what?
There was a Prius nod?
Yeah, there was a Prius nod for me back then.
Were you guys just agreeing to like rear end somebody? It's like giving each other a nod. Let's get that one. Let's get in front of that guy and go slow. Was that the Prius nod? This is very sensitive. Like, you feel that?
Yeah.
Like, it makes the truck feel like it's like, you know, off balance, but I don't think it is. Also, lower, standard, all the drive modes. Okay, yeah, that seems normal.
Wow, it tells you what the measurement of the car is right now. Everything. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and the PSI of the tires.
Damn.
So we have 8.6 inches of ground clearance. You know what's crazy they didn't do on this that I see them doing a lot of modern cars, or a lot of, like recently, like I saw the Land Rover Defender was the one that started it, but they have the camera underneath the car. So when you're driving, it's got a camera underneath the car if you're going really slow. The steering wheel is just like an extra S wheel with the button placement. So you've got the blinkers on the left of the steering wheel. don't know what this octagon-shaped button is. Push it. Did they? Oh, they took the horn and they actually made it in the middle here. That's pretty cool.
They listen to you.
Huh?
When you complained about the steering wheel?
Yes. I actually still hate that. Like, you feel so silly. Like, if I'm driving my ex and somebody cuts us off, you're like, hey! And then you're like, oh, never mind, honk. And then, you know, it's like 3 or 4 seconds late, and the person's like, why are you honking at me? God, prick. Little kids over here staring at me. They're waving. That's maybe we should turn the defroster on.
It's getting a little hot in here.
Well, that was a bad idea. Roll the windows down so the fog goes away so we can see. You can hear how quiet it is in here actually though. You roll the windows down, it got substantially louder.
It's starting to clear up slowly.
Yeah. I can still see. I've got another like 6 foot of windshield here that hasn't fogged over yet. Luckily. There's a little bit of tire noise. You hear it, right? You would expect that with an off-road vehicle. If you had any truck with these tires on it, I'm imagining there's the thumbs up and looks you get in this thing. I might as well be driving a Bugatti. It's like everyone's like, wow, so cool. They can't miss you. And this is a customer's car, so I had permission to drive, but I don't have permission to get in a wreck, so I'm trying to make sure I pay attention too. Although according to Elon, if you get into a fight with another car, you're gonna win. It feels very smooth.
Wow, even that lady's looking. That's crazy.
What?
All the way in the carpool lane, people are looking at this car.
Let me see, I'm trying to engage the
Autopilot?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's activated. You might have to click it in there.
I mean, it's super nice. Like, the ride's good. It's quiet. Aside from all the people staring at us.
I know. That's so crazy.
Right?
This is a Bugatti.
Yeah, right? It's a stainless steel cyber Bugatti.
Cyber Bugatti.
Yeah.
How do we get to OCDetail?
You type OC into the navigation and it's the first thing that populates.
Alright, 8 minutes away.
Right? So we got 8 minutes.
Oh no, we're almost gonna close. That's pretty cool. Near closing time.
Hopefully they let us in.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Fremont Boulevard.
Man, those hella cars.
Yeah, I see it. Maybe someone will be nice enough to let me over because we're in a Cybertruck.
Like, whoa, Cybertruck, come on in.
Right? The BMW behind us. You know, statistically
Thank you, BMW.
speaking, the least likely person to let us over right now or to stop for a pedestrian in the crosswalk is a BMW driver. That's a real fact. You can look that up. So we should feel blessed the BMW driver let us over.
Turn right onto Fremont Boulevard.
You know what I did the first time I had a Model S? I drove into a gas station. I stopped. I walked into the gas station and I asked the clerk to help me come find where to put gas in it. And I watched him walk around the car for like 3 or 4 minutes trying to figure it out for me. Oh, hi.
Oh.
Hi.
We're getting it too.
Oh, congrats.
It looks awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks. Apparently the Cybertruck is awesome at picking up chicks. I totally could have got her number. I wasn't married.
Oh my god.
Like, hey, you seen how roomy the interior is? as big as this thing is when I'm driving it, it doesn't feel that big. But what's that red light over there?
Blind spot?
No. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what that is. Good call. I thought it was like a recording device. Like, are you picking your nose? Yeah, the fly-by-wire, interesting, for sure. Or drive-by-wire, a fly. I said fly-by-wire because originally airplanes were the first to use some technology like that. But it's drive-by-wire because we're in a car, not an airplane. We're in a Cybertruck / boat / off-road.
1,000 feet, turn left onto Dusterberry Way.
This is great. This thing's awesome. It's gonna succeed. It's like people will love this thing. Like it's the comically big windshield and wiper. Can we turn it on? What's the wiper do? Here. It's huge. But it was flat. It went straight across. Can I do a one-handed turn? Oh. Look how little you have to do that to make that turn. Okay, now we need to go do a U-turn somewhere, like a Taiwan. See, one pedal driving, like all Teslas. They restored the gangster lean. I could now do a gangster lean because I could put my one hand on top of the center of the steering wheel.
Turn right onto
With the yoke,
Boulevard.
we lost that for a little while. Then enough people complained they couldn't gangster lean, and they got it around steering wheel back.
Gangster.
Now turn
It's funny, the car feels like it tilts when you turn.
in 500 feet, turn
What's a
left
big truck,
onto
so?
Jansen Terrace. Now turn left onto Jansen Terrace.
We're going back into the tin shop?
I thought you were gonna do the U-turn though.
I am, right here.
Okay.
Let's see if I can make this. I can usually do this in my car, so let's try this one. Everyone filming.
Oh, yeah, you did.
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
For a vehicle this size?
No, it's not bad for a vehicle this size. Remember we had that that big ass truck at the shop. What was it? The huge blue truck that we did a stealth wrap on. I remember trying to do that exact same thing with that truck, and it was a multi-point turn.
Just call justice.
Quick, open the gate
I know,
for me.
seriously.
More people swarm us.
Now your
Open the gate.
destination is on the right.
Okay, bye.
Do I need to back it in? Can I pull it in forward?
I don't know.
There's my super calm, super informative drive-by-wire explanation, quick drive around in a Cybertruck along with my thoughts. The car's a little bit noisy, as you would expect with big tires like this, but it's also super quiet. I believe it's much quieter than my Model X, even with the extra road noise from the tires. And it drives awesome. Like, it actually feels it very much shrinks when you're inside of it driving it. You don't notice the size of the car when you're driving it around. Even doing a tight U-turn, the turning radius is very good. The four-wheel steering, I'm sure, helps with that, and it drives, exactly like you would want a Tesla to drive. So I think everybody's gonna love this car. Thanks for watching. I'm Joe with OCDetailing.